Hi, my name is Pat O'Connor, and today I want to talk to you about how to save some money on your Florida wind insurance. Wind insurance is not required by the state of Florida, but if you have a mortgage loan, the lender will probably require it, particularly if you live in South Florida like I do. In your homeowner's insurance policy, it most likely will consist of two sections. One for wind coverage and the other one for hazards like fire and theft. There most likely will be a deductible section for deductible for each section. So if you increase your deductible, then you're going to save money on your premium, and you'll have to pay more out maybe for repairs out of your pocket if a storm hits. The second thing is to look at the different policies and see what type of wind they actually cover. Some may cover all wind damage, including hurricane and hail and tornadoes, and some may just cover named storms. Here, to be a named storm, you have to have a circulating wind of 39 miles per hour or higher. So if you're covering all kinds of wind damage, your premium is most likely going to cost more than if you're just covering tropical storms. Now, the third way is one that affects hurricanes coverage. And the state of Florida required insurance to put in discounts for people that reinforce their home against hurricane force winds, which start at 74 miles per hour. So what type of reinforcements will receive the discounts? Well, a lot of them have to do with the roof. Some may be too expensive to provide you long-term savings on your policy. For example, the shape of the roof. If you have what's known as a hip roof, it's a pyramid, it goes up like this, you may be able to get a discount rather than a lot of our roofs are relatively flat. They have to have a slight slope so that the rain will go off, but some of them are relatively flat. Another one is, how is your roof attached? There's different types of fastenings that there can be, and that might be something that you could actually upgrade and receive savings for. Another is, we have a lot of tiles like S tiles, and most, if not all of these, have a protective layer underneath, so that these S tiles, they're typically orange, are more decorative, and then you have the water barrier underneath them, and then you would have the wood for the roof underneath that. So you'll receive a discount if in fact you have this waterproof covering on the roof. Other discounts apply to the windows. If you have storm shutters, if you have hurricane impact windows, and those can be different degrees of protection, and you will see them graded. And so a home inspector that comes, they're specifically licensed to do wind mitigation inspection, may ask for paperwork. What type of impact windows are they? At what level? Will it protect you up to a category 5? Or are you just protected to a category 2? So if you are a buyer and you're having this inspection done before you ever have to pay your premium, ask the seller to produce those documents, and they most likely have them because they would have needed to supply them to their insurance company in order to receive the deductions. One thing you have to be aware of, at least in South Florida, if you are east of I-95, you may not be able to get an insurance policy that combines wind and hazard, even though you would have two different deductibles. Just because I-95 is 4 to 5 miles from our ocean here in Broward County, and the threat of high winds is higher coming off the Atlantic Ocean. So you might have to get, in addition to the hazard insurance, a standalone wind insurance. And that may be provided by Citizens Insurance. That is like the state of Florida's last resort insurance policy, and it can be pricey. So if you live east of I-95 and definitely east of US 1 Federal Highway, which is 2 blocks from the ocean, you're gonna want to shop around and see what kind of pricing options that you can have. Again, this is only if you have a mortgage will the lender require it. If you're paying cash and you live near the ocean, definitely get it, unless you have, a lot of extra cash to put a new roof on. All right, so after this video, you can look at the description and you'll see a link to one of the state of Florida insurance sites that will give you more information on what to look for in a wind inspection report called the Wind Mitigation Report. So it's useful. If you're a new buyer, definitely check it out. If you've had your house for a few years, you might be able to save a lot of money just by looking at this and see what kind of improvements would be cost effective for you to make. All right, I will see you next week. Bye.